It feels so good to be back, man. I was in London for 2 nights and like 2 full days and then just like an evening. Oh my God, it feels good to be back. Still like in the process of unpacking and whatnot, but there is just no rush today. I'm just chilling out, doing all of my little odd jobs at the pace I want to do them in. I've got little slobby clothes on. Might have to go to the supermarket just to get like bread or milk or shit like that. But like otherwise, living the dream. We're just slobbing out. Over the last like 2 days, I've walked something like 26 miles or something stupid, like 40,000 steps or whatever. And it's, oh God, my legs are battered. you know, you're just like, I'm looking for them. Nope. There we go, boys. There we go. My feet actually don't ache that much. Like, hats off. I would have been wearing like office shoes and then they would have been murdering me. But what are you up to? Why do I feel like you're up to no good? He's hunting for flies. But Allbirds, they're really comfortable. My feet are like fine. My legs are just battered for just like the distance I had to do. And then on Wednesday I had like leg day at the gym. So like certain leg muscles are just proper achy. Not really the walkie ones, just like whatever that like inner one there is. That's a bitch. Whichever one is like right near your knee as well. It's getting better though, but Laura has gone up north for the weekend. She's like flying visit, not like, I think next week she's going like Friday night to Sunday. But this week she's just going, she literally left this morning. She's gonna go get her dress fitted because she's a bridesmaid at a wedding. So she's gone up north to go get that sorted and then she's going to stay at her parents and then come back tomorrow morning, I think. They literally saw each other for like, well, like an hour or two basically, because we got back when we went to bed. I had a cup of tea and like, oh, sorry, Monty. And then this morning, kind of the same thing. But yeah, so because of that, just pottering around. It's a bit odd because on Monday we have builders coming around for 2 weeks. So it's kind of like prepping for that kind of thing, you know. Just doing odd jobs, effectively. I'm rendering out a video upstairs. I'm uploading a video. I had a 4K video, which is like 10 gigabytes. What are you up to, Mr. Moo? What can you find? Do you need help? But yeah, so there's never a good time to upload 10 gigabyte files, but I'm uploading one now. Just gotta rip the plaster off in here, you know what I mean? And otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna do some cleaning, standard shit. An hour and a half of that video is going to be done. But the video, what's it called? Let's do some washing. Yeah. But I'm just chilling out. Like I say, I've got a list of things to do and I'm going to take all day to do it. Oh, I'm packing away, that's what I'm doing. We're doing it, boys. I've pulled the trigger. We're going to Windows 11. Just had my lunch, cheese and beans on toast. Because when Laura has beans, she has an inability to have a whole tin, so there's always some left over. Yummy. Trying to figure out if I want to do the washing up now and then some again later. I'm pie and chips later. So that's a saucepan, a tray. Yeah, we'll do washing up in one go. There's no point running 2 bowls just to do one set of washing up. 2 sets, yeah. I keep kind of forgetting that I'm on call, which is good. Don't really know what to do with myself while my computer's rebooting. Maybe I should clean. It's weird because like I need to clean the, I'm gonna hoover. And then I'm gonna do the kitchen and stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. It's weird because like on Monday the kitchen's gonna be an absolute state when we have the people come around and sort out the building work. But you gotta clean it for them, you know? So I vetoed cleaning duties last week. I was like, I cannot be fucked to do any cleaning this week. I'll do it all next week. And now it's next week, so. What a weird day. I just like don't know what to do with myself. What do I normally do on days like that? It's only like 5:15. And it feels like it should be like 8 o'clock at night. I have no perception. I don't know why it's still so early. Like, I'm kind of used to having the weekend to myself. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't new. But for some reason, I'm like at a loss. So I cleaned the kitchen, or I've cleaned like half of the kitchen. Just figuring out how long this takes to cook. 25. Did half the hoovering as well, because the stairs need like a deep hoover. Like on like high power mode because Monty tears up and down them. He runs up and down them so fast that like he like kind of embeds his fur into them, I think, with his claws. So you have to like really get in there and dig it out. 25. Oh, 2 different temperatures. God damn it. Can't eat 4-6. That's messed up. But yeah, so did half an hour. I do the rest tomorrow. I've upgraded to Windows 11. Fixed my Visual Studio and .NET install. I don't know why, but my .NET installation was just broken again. Just had a properly strange alert. And it's been really quiet for so long, and whenever you don't get alerts when you're on call, it makes you feel like you haven't got your phone set up right. You know what I mean? Like, it feels too good to be true. But there was a thing where I saw the error, and I was like, holy shit. And then it was literally like one singular occurrence of that error. It's a health check that just blipped red and then came back. But like, if we couldn't talk to that thing, then like, fuck knows what would happen. Bad stuff would happen if we couldn't talk to that thing. But it just went, oh, can't talk to me. Unauthorized. Can't talk to me. Unauthorized is usually fucking bad because it means it's going to fucking stay unauthorized until someone does something. But it just went, nope. And now it's fine. I'm like, holy shit. But otherwise, I've been at my computer. So thankfully that's not a problem anymore. Happy days. Otherwise, I played a little bit of Dishonored. I cooked dinner, watched Formula 1, sprint race in Brazil. Absolutely inhuman driving from Lewis Hamilton. Holy shit. It was incredible racing. But he's starting in like 11th for the race tomorrow. So it's going to be really tight. Max is going to do it this time, boys, on the old championship. But god damn, it's making his life hard with these like random penalties that he seems to be getting. Like a strange own goal to get, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I've come upstairs. I've been looking at programming. I've been looking at my security service again, just because why not? I've not really got anything else to look at. And I've been trying to wrap my head around how to do this like service bus stuff with like sagas and state management and shit for user generation. If you are registering to a service and I'm using I'm almost trying to say I want to register an account with this. I'm trying to figure out how to do it where you can have registering an account with the security service via apps that it's allowing you to use without necessarily you knowing that it's the same security underneath. That's what I'm aiming for. It's quite complicated. I wrote like a map for what I thought it would do. But it's that's what I meant. I've just figured out what I think it means. Would you really do that by the service bus? Probably not. But yeah, I'm like trying to use, the problem I have is I've been spinning like a lot of things. What I wanted to do was I wanted to do my app thing, but Maui it's been delayed, so I'm just going to put that on the back burner for a bit. But what I've been like trying to do a huge job and like I keep dropping it and coming back to it, so I'm just trying to make sure that I know what I'm going to do so I can drop it and come back to it and not be like, what the fuck's happening? I'm just trying to figure out why I thought that was a good idea. How would I tell the user if you tried to sign up for a website, how do I tell the user to use the password they used for a different website? Effectively picturing here is like Varialis having multiple things but having a single source of identity and security across all of it. And I was trying to figure out a way of like having kind of like multi-tenanted security, basically. But maybe that doesn't make a lot of sense without being like, log in using your Varialis account. And they'll be like, I figured out where I was going wrong. I've forgotten that I thought a web page was on one website when it's actually on a different website, and the complexity of it being on that website, which it's not on, is insane versus this one, which makes a lot more sense and it's just a relatively normal user flow. It's gonna be interesting dealing with a user that's already on another platform. That's gonna be an interesting problem to solve because that's leaking a lot of information. If you try and register with an email address that's already registered to someone else, I think we just email that email address though, rather than probably just carry on as normal and then just email the owner of the thing being like, I need to figure that bit out, but otherwise I know how to solve, I know how to like do what I want to do, so that's good. It's just getting that information to the user. I can get the information though, which is good. I'm one step further than I was earlier. I'm gonna head to bed. It's 11 o'clock. If I do the next thing, which is like basically build a registration web page, I'm gonna be here all night. So bit of a slower start today. Woke up, had a nice bacon sandwich, and then I've been getting ready, and I'm like, all right, I need to go to Sainsbury's. And I've like got a little list of things I need to buy, and I'm like, oh, I should pop by like Wilko's and see. I need to get a folder. And I was like, oh, we need to buy a frying pan. Yesterday I was going to have egg and beans, and we didn't because we've absolutely fucked our frying pan up. I just spent about an hour and a half. I was like, oh, I'll queue up a video, render and upload it. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to quickly check frying pans, and then I'll go to Sainsbury's, and then I'll be using like the internet in my computer while I'm out, and it doesn't matter. And the upload finished, the render finished. I'm still looking at frying pans, still don't know what to do. I don't know whether to buy an expensive one that are like professional grade durability, or just to buy a cheap shit one. Spent way too long thinking about that, and I just need to go. I just need to go and try it. I'm not getting a frying pan, but I need to go. We need to order one though, because it's inhibiting our ability to cook things. I've seen like a Tefal set for two for like £66, which is supposedly relatively durable. The thing is, I'm not used to spending like, I've been slowly increasing the amount of money we spend on frying pans. I think the last one I bought was like 75 quid, something like that, maybe 80 quid. It was a lot of money. We ruined it by like cooking effectively like too hot in it, and like burnt the non-stick off. So been trying to figure out whether or not I should go higher. Like all the more expensive ones are like 120. I'm not sure I'm like ready to spend £120 on a frying pan. But I'm also don't have the mentality of buying the cheap one, you know what I mean? I'm not used to like spending 20 quid on something because I know it's not going to last. But I think that's what we should do because it's just a waste of money. I'll look at this 2 set because we do need like a small one. We do get annoyed by only having like a big one. So I'll look at that 2 set one and see if do I have a house key? See if maybe you attacking me? One thing we do need is it to be oven safe. So like a lot of ones you see say they're oven safe, but only to like 175 degrees or something. You're like, no, that's not good enough. I do have a key. If you can't hit 200 degrees in the oven, then you're not oven safe, you know what I'm saying? Moo, can I get past, please? Am I allowed? Can I get past? Can I? My feet are too big. My feet look a lot bigger on camera than they do in real life. I've never realised how much they stick out over the edge of a step. My God. I had a good day today, did a bit of programming, did all the cleaning, had some lunch. Laura came back, watched Formula 1, Brazil. Oh my God, what a fucking race. God damn, it was incredible. And yeah, that's about it. And then we had some dinner and we've just been watching TV and stuff. We're prepping downstairs. We've got, I think I've said, got some builders come in to do some building work. So our kitchen, at least for now, is a mess and will probably be a mess for 2 weeks. Although presumably there will be at least a bit of time where we can push it forward. I'll show you in a minute. Let me just put my blinds down because if I get an alert at stupid o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna come in here in my pants. Oh my gosh. All this is gonna be fucked up. Mr. Moo is going away. He doesn't want to hear it. Getting my morning walk in. I'm on call until 8 and I start work at 8. So I'm just trying to get my little 30-minute walk in without going too far away like I normally do. I've actually got a lot of on call to do because someone else covered for me during that day when I was in London. I'm covering for them on one day. So today I come off call, I go on call next Monday, so Monday at 8 till Tuesday at 8, and then because I swapped weeks with someone, I'm back on call again the week after. So it's like I'm on call for the next kind of the next 2 Mondays I'm on call for, which kind of sucks, but that's the problem. You swap weeks with someone, you get 5 weeks off and then you get 3 weeks off, so it doesn't work out very well, to be honest. We get out and about though because we have builders coming around today. Laura is taking the cat to the cattery on her way to work, so she's working from the office today. We're going to be effectively trying to figure out if we can leave them at home on their own, but otherwise yeah, we're going to try and figure out if we can leave them on their own, but otherwise we're going to be fighting over who can go into the office. The interesting thing about that is Laura has to go in today and tomorrow, and the only day I want to go in is Wednesday, but she also goes in on Wednesday, so we're going to have a bit of a fight over that. I think she'll stay at home on Wednesday, but otherwise it's a new week. I've got lots of stuff to clean off the decks, lots of things on my to-do list to do. I'm busy boy. I need to call I've got some therapy sessions to book in from the insurance, from Works insurance thing. I need to call that today, probably. I've got to call a number and arrange the session, and every first hurdle is hard. So it took me a lot to build up to call and ask about it in the first place, and then that was fine. But now I've got to do this, and then that's just to book in my first session. It's gonna be fun. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. So I've been trying to find a good time to call, because I've got a call. I'm likely going to get voicemail and they're likely going to call me back, which is obviously awkward during work hours because it depends on what meetings I have, you know, whether or not I've got to try and predict when they're going to have voicemail and when they might call me back, and dodge meetings around that. But yeah, like I say, I was going to do it last week, but I was so busy last week I didn't get a chance. I haven't had a cup of tea all day, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Holy shit, boys. It's happening. Oh my god. Everything was covered in dust like this was. And so I haven't had a proper lunch. I've got some crisps upstairs, about to have them. I'm not sure about having dinner later because everything is covered in a thin film of dust. Oh no, including Laura's hot chocolate machine. Not including that, that was under the cover. But yeah man, oh god. Been working from home. And it's just I didn't think it'd be that loud, but they had the same jackhammer thing that they use on the outside of houses, but inside. So it's just oh good god. We never knew this wasn't a wall. We just assumed that was where a window was. But looking at it, we can't. That's concrete underneath there. So I was going to ask if they just get rid of this, get rid of these pieces of wood, because we don't need them. Feel a bit more open to have that thing, but yeah. Freedom to go on a longer walk. Oh, I say that as if I didn't spend 5 hours walking around in London on call, but you know how it is. Finished for the day. We've got shopping to do later. It's a lot darker on the camera than it is in real life. Got shopping to do later, and I have no idea what we're going to do. So, also, I was chipping some of the stuff off my to-do list because of how noisy it's been. I haven't had a chance to make phone calls. I need to book the fucking dentist. I keep putting that off. I'm going to book them tomorrow. But I did that thing where I called and it was just straight to his phone. So now I just got to wait for them to call me back, I guess. I amped myself up for it. Made a cup of tea, called. And yeah, didn't answer, so now I'm going to get caught off guard. But I've cleared my to-do list. I've cleared the vast majority of it, so that's good. Everything else is I couldn't clear until now anyway. So happy days, productive day. I was going to upload a video. I didn't put that on my list though, so that's fine. The day working from home. I'm a little bit ahead of myself today. I've made a flask of tea so that I can have a cup of tea during the day, which will be good. I don't think my man is going to be here. I don't think there's going to be much more dust generated. I think we're going to be in like the plaster zone or like the damp proofing zone. I just saying that he's arriving at 8 in the morning though. So, but so far living in a building site isn't fun. I don't know how people can buy houses and be like buy doer uppers and then do up a house. You know, that's too much stress for me, man. I can't. It's annoying me already, but it's only been one day. But yeah, so today is working from home. A little bit more prepared than I was yesterday. I've made sandwiches and put them in the fridge rather than like expecting to be able to. I kind of expected them to go away at 1 o'clock for their lunch so I could make my lunch, and I didn't consider the fact that the entire kitchen would be covered in a thin layer of dust. I bailed on swimming well, I was supposed to swim this morning, but I decided to bail last night. If he's coming at 8 o'clock this morning, it's not like I can have breakfast at 8 o'clock this morning, so I'm gonna swim tonight instead, which will be more fun as well because it'll be darker and it's more fun. Otherwise today I've got to push some code through. You know, when you release something for a pull request on like Friday, I'm like, oh, here's an early heads up, we need to rush this through. Here's early heads up before I like want to merge it. And then everyone looks at it on Friday, everyone looks at it again on Monday, and then Monday night, bear in mind I wanted to merge it Monday afternoon. You get comments from people who saw it on Friday, you're like, come on guys. Pain in the ass, man, pain in the ass. But so, yeah, I've got to merge that through. And then I think it's the end of the sprint, so we've got retro and stuff today. Yeah. I'm not like in a great headspace, but otherwise we're just gonna get at it, you know. Mind over matter, except it's been negative effects of mind over matter recently, but I'm in the process of trying to get my first few therapy sessions scheduled, and I'll let you know how that goes. And actually I need to book some holiday. Christmas is coming up very quickly, and a combination of Christmas and being on call means that like the amount of time I have to take holiday is pretty limited. I'm actually going to carry holiday over for the first time ever. I've never done that before. In fairness, there's very few companies I've worked at for more than a year, so. Look at this, keen bean today. I've got myself a flask with tea, a mug and a plate. Everything else I want to eat is in the fridge or under the stairs. I don't want to bring it up too early because I'll eat it. Mandem is sat outside, so it's going to come in at like 8 on the dot. Look at this, look, literally making a cup of tea with a flask. Although to be fair, downstairs it's just putting the plaster on, so there's no cover. I could have just bought the kettle. Flasks are one of those things where like I know how it works. Like it's just like a double airlock vacuum thing, but it blows my mind how I can boil tea and then hours later, 6 hours later, 4 hours later, 4.5 hours later, comes out steaming. It's crazy. Oh guys, we get to the last hurdle. Running that thing failed because the date, we have a protection that stops you running something that was supposed to be run 2 weeks ago. God damn it. We've had obviously another day like this. To be honest, I'm not sure what else is left to do. It's supposed to be here for like 2 weeks. But by the sounds of what it says is left, sounds like a day's work to me. But presumably they'll have to do something and then like let it dry for a bit. So maybe they'll do stuff, kind of put the room back to how it used to be, and then like come back next week to thingy it. I just checked outside and they've put air bricks in, and I was kind of expecting them not to put air bricks in. So that's kind of cool. Went swimming this evening. It was good fun. I was talking to someone as well who happens to be like a swimming instructor, and I may have figured out what I'm doing wrong that makes me get so out of breath doing front crawl. And surprisingly, it's my breathing, but kind of figured out what I'm like not tilting my head right, which I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But also I'm just like constantly blowing out. I stop myself breathing out my nose, but I'm just like constantly blowing out, and I need to not do that because obviously you just run out of breath. You have to hold your breath a little bit more. Yeah, that's all though for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the office tomorrow, so Laura's got this to deal with tomorrow. But yeah, so thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you later.